I am frequently hearing, hey Flossie, I can't manifest the big things. If this is you, or you have these thoughts, or you just want to know what I think about manifesting big things and how to become the person that does that, then you're going to want to stay tuned. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another rousing episode of Spill the Tea Tuesday. My name is Flossie, and I consider myself to be the funniest, wittiest mindset coach, as well as your OG Hype Your Rampage Queen here on YouTube. If you want one-on-one coaching with me, links are going to be in the description box below. And you know, a lot of people find coaching with me to be pretty dope because I help them to identify what it is that they are thinking or doing that is causing their own unintentional delay. And for many folks, not that I believe in blocks because I don't subscribe to that, but I do sometimes think they can have a holdup because they're not necessarily identifying what their key dominant thought is about their SP, money, job, or situation, that they are not thinking thoughts that are against that. Like they're not necessarily taking that negative thought and putting it fully in the trash because they don't realize that that is even truly what they are thinking in the first place. I know some of you might be like, what are you talking about? Hey, there's a lot of things that people think about their SP, money, jobs, and whatnot that are literally their dominant thought on that topic, but they're not affirming anything in order to flip that or to negate that. And so that's one of the big things I help with. So if you're interested, links below, or just continue to, of course, watch my videos. Everything that I talk about with clients is essentially in my videos because I don't gatekeep. I know I interrupted last week's video and I'm here to do it again. So if you have not signed up for the crash course for SP, Getting SP for Summer that Nikki and I have going on, where the live is going to be like April, I think 13th, it's a Sunday. You're going to want to do so. We have 5 spots for $149, 10 spots for $199, and then after that, it's going to be $249. But the cool thing about this crash course is it actually includes a 90-day accountability workbook that's pretty dope. Even has spaces to write your own FU letters and command letters. If you want that by itself, it's $39 plus shipping. If you get one of the if you join the crash course, it will just be free for you. You just pay for your own shipping. And actually now we have a subscription to our courses and previously recorded crash courses that Nikki and I have done together. If you want just access to that, it's $125 a month. If you want the all-inclusive package or all group access pass, that's $149 a month. That includes our 2 lives that we're doing a month for group coaching. If you want group coaching by itself, it's $49 a month. So you have a variety of choices. And plus Nikki has her manifest for me. So thought I would pop in to make that announcement because we've never had a subscription to all of our previous crash courses before. And the new course we're going to do will be available on there 3 months after we do it. So there you go. It's got crash courses for SP, money, challenges on self-concept, money, SP, bunch of different things, all in one spot. There's like 13 things that you can watch. There's like hours upon hours of content. So feel free to check it out. And now back to the video, yo. Anyhow, before I get to the topic at hand, and yes, I realized that I actually had to record 2 videos in one day, thus the same look. But as I've said before, and I say it again, I'm not here for beauty, I'm here for you. Yeah, but at least I will have some videos up because I got a little behind. Anyway, this says, let's keep the fuckery to a minimum. Of course, absolute hardcore facts. And we do that by what? Affirming and persisting and not giving a shiznit about the 3D so that we get what we want. This says, do the damn thing. Do your routine. Do your affirming and persisting. Stop falling off of the affirming wagon. If you don't know what I'm talking about, watch a video I can link up here just about that. This says, get your bullshit meter in for repairs. Absolutely, you may want to watch my previous video where I talk about like not recognizing movement for what it is and a couple other things that people do of when they're manifesting the life that they want. And sometimes we look too strongly at the 3D reality as facts when you know what? It's fiction as far as I'm concerned. This says kick ass and take fucking names. Hell yes, as opera empower your reality. You can literally kick everybody's ass if you want to. This says, let that shit go, as in let go of the old story. If you don't like it, then you're going to want to put it right in here. She's always hungry for your bullshit, and those are hardcore facts. So that's where the old story goes, straight in the trash where it belongs. Oops, it only meant to rip off this day. This says rise and fucking shine. Rise and fucking shine, people. And start affirming. Start your morning with affirming and stepping into your power, the operant power of your reality, which is actually going to be part of what we're talking about in this video. So this says, my topic, I can't manifest a big thing. So I've talked to multiple people, and one of the themes I'm seeing lately are people telling me, my clients, that they just can't manifest the big things, whatever they consider to be big. And quite honestly, there's no difference in between manifesting $1 versus manifesting $1 million. But what it is your resistance to that, your negative thoughts and assumptions that you have about manifesting what you consider to be a large amount of money. You're seeing it as big, and sometimes seeing things as big can actually add a little bit more resistance to it. So item number 1 on my list is actually creating resistance, because sometimes we create resistance when we look at things as big versus, just seeing it as something that's normal. And so putting that resistance on it can just mean potentially a little bit longer to affirm and persist in order to overcome that and change your dominant thought and assumption. So we just basically need to put those type of thoughts where, the owl trash can, I've already showed her, but this is where your BS thinking should go, because that doesn't belong in your manifestation journey. You're the operant power of your reality. You can literally do have anything that you want. Why would you focus on a version of you that can't manifest what you want? Don't see these things as big things. See these things as just simple things for you to get as an operant power. So, there's a part of you that has God essence or higher consciousness. It doesn't matter to me how you look at it, but that higher consciousness, if you want to look at it that way, resides in your subconscious, and that's where we manifest from. Well, the higher consciousness that you have is connected to all the consciousness that is. Or if you like to look at yourself as, being God or being the God of your reality, being the operant power, then you have God essence within your subconscious that is connected to the God or connected to all the God essence that exists. And there is nothing that is impossible for the higher consciousness part of you, the God of you. And if you're one of those folks that doesn't like to look at this either of those ways, and you like to look at it as your God works through you, whatever God that it is that you choose to subscribe to for your life, then the God that is working through you, you as the manifestor, is able to move whatever needs to move for you to get your manifestation. And so when you are literally the operant power, when you literally are limitless, when you are omnipotence, which is all-knowing, do you think that an all-knowing, omnipotent, limitless being can't get $1 million when that's just literally paper? Or, something electronic? I think electronics are some of the easiest things to manipulate. You're talking to the person who shut down an international test-taking platform because I didn't want to take a test, who literally had a plane not take off so that I could literally see a person that I thought at some point I'd run into 1,200 miles from home. So, as well as have a title move in a database when I wanted it to be in another spot. I think electronics are the easiest things to manifest, manipulate, however it is that you want to look at it. It doesn't really matter to me, but it's just electronic. It's just something, boom, it can be something else. You can literally change electronics with your thoughts. You can change your entire 3D reality with your thoughts. So like if you're manifesting winning the Powerball, why wouldn't you as the operant power, as God, or as God working through you, or connected to the God, or connected to all the higher consciousness, why do you think that the omnipotent, limitless part of you wouldn't be able to have your winning numbers come up? Or have you find a winning lottery ticket? Or have the money show up in your bank account? Or have you come up with something that is so ingenious that it makes you a multi-millionaire or billionaire? Look at all the people that are rich now. It's not like any of them are absolutely special or amazing. They just either came up with something or had gotten their money like through some business or investing or this, that, and the other thing. Why wouldn't you be able to have it too? And you could probably have it as a snap of your finger if you really wanted to, because you're that powerful. So why create resistance and look at things as big? I know a lot of people look at, their SPs as, well, they have free will. Says who? Because they don't. Not in your reality, because they have to conform to your thoughts and assumptions. If someone had free will, they wouldn't conform to your thoughts and assumptions. And we know that they conform to your thoughts and assumptions because how many times do we think that we want somebody to do something and they just do it? That's not a coincidence. That's a manifestation, period. It just might have been a manifestation that you just didn't have as much resistance to. And so it just showed up faster for you. So it's no more difficult to get an SP to, manifest a version of your specific person who loves you, who's with you, who's caring about you, than it is that when you think I want mom or my friend or my sister or brother or whatever to come home with a pizza, that they come home with your pizza when there was no prior discussion about the pizza. It literally is no different. You just see it as different. So one of the things you need to do is you need to stop telling yourself that you can't manifest the big things. Why in the face of the planet would you even tell yourself that you can't manifest the big things and reaffirm that to yourself that you can't manifest the big things, and then create a 3D reality where the assumption that you have being reflected back to you, mirrored back to you, is that you can't manifest big things. You need to remember what manifestation is, and that is your dominant thought on a topic is what you're going to experience. And if your dominant thought is, I can't manifest big things, guess what? How it's going to seem. The things that you seem as big, you have the assumption you can't manifest, so you're firm and persisting, and it's just not showing up. Why? Because that's your assumption. So how do you deal with this shit? First of all, throw that negative thinking and the resistance in the trash. Second, affirm for your manifestation abilities. If you want, I'll link the video here. I have a video about becoming unstoppable. I also think it might be included in a video that I have about like how I manifest. But one of the things I recommend to everybody is to affirm for their manifestation abilities, especially if they're new to manifesting or they don't feel competent as a manifestor. Like if they're like, I don't really feel like I can manifest, and affirm for your manifestation abilities, that you're a perfect expert manifestor, that you always get what you want, and that either everything's always working out for you or your life is perfect. I will link the video where I give some examples of affirmations. I believe in that, but in the video. But basically, I'm a master manifesting. I'm a perfect manifestor. I'm the best manifestor. I'm the greatest at manifesting. I'm the most powerful manifestor. I'm God. I'm God in my reality. I have a client who says I'm in God mode. You can even use manifesting so easy for me. Things along those lines. I probably have a few more in there that I often tell people, but anything that implies to you that you're the perfect expert manifestor. I'm an expert manifestor. I'm the manifestation expert. I'm perfect at manifesting. Doesn't matter. I always get what I want. Literally. I get my shit hella quick. I get the fuck what I want when I want it. Doesn't matter how you put it. I always get my manifestations quickly and easily. I always get my desires immediately and effortlessly. Does not matter. Just something that means you always get what you want. And, everything always works out for me. Everything's always going my way. Everything, is always in my favor. My life is perfect. Everything in my life is perfect. I'm living my best life. I'm living my dream life. Any of those type of things. But you have one for each concept, and you're firm for manifestation abilities. If you already have really good assumptions about how you manifest, and this seems to be your holdup, at least as far as this goes, then affirm either I'm powerful and my power is proven to me daily, or something that implies to you that you're always showing how powerful you am. I'm powerful as fucking, it's shown to me daily. Or, I'm the most powerful manifestor. I see evidence of that daily. I see evidence of my power daily. Anything that implies that to you. Or manifesting big things is super easy for me. I always manifest the biggest things, like snap of my finger, something like that. Or if you notice that it just does, maybe it's not big things, but it's a particular topic. Manifesting relationships has always been so easy for me. Manifesting money is so easy for me, has always been so easy for me. Something to that effect. I think you get the picture, but I would affirm for manifestation abilities and stop telling myself I can't manifest big things, and maybe have an affirmation for that if you feel like you need it. You can do my wouldn't it be funny if list. If you'd like, I'll link the video here, but I talk very specifically, and I'm not going to go over all the steps in that video of how to build confidence as a manifestor by writing zany, amusing things that you have no resistance to on a list and then crossing them off when they show up. But I give examples of how to write that list, what to put on that list, etc. in the video about building confidence as a manifestor that I will link, because that's a whole lengthy thing in itself. The other thing is, I kind of mentioned how you can affirm for your power and seeing evidence of that. You can always affirm as well. I see evidence of my manifestations daily, or I see evidence of my big manifestations daily, or I see evidence of manifesting exactly what I want daily, or manifesting my relationship daily. You can literally have an affirmation for that. So essentially, now that we're doing like long story short version, stop telling yourself that you can't manifest the big things. Throw that and any type of resistance that you have to it in the trash. You can literally write yourself an FU letter, command letter. I can link my video here about command letters for your situation, where I talk about how to write a FU letter and command letter to yourself. You can also even affirm things like, I have my mind under my total and complete control, if you find that you are always thinking that way and your mind's not under your control. So again, now that I was losing my train of thought for a second, stop creating the resistance, put it in the trash, stop telling yourself you can't manifest the big things, affirm for your manifestation abilities, do the wouldn't it be funny if list to prove to yourself your power as a manifestor, to build confidence in manifesting, and affirm that you see how strong you are, how powerful you are daily, or that you're seeing evidence of your manifestations daily. When you do those things, and of course you can always do the reverse engineering that many of us have talked about in videos, where you think about what you used to think when you manifested something to see how your thoughts created the life that you wanted when you were spiritually asleep. But when you start getting your confidence as a manifestor, guess what happens? You'll find that you'll start manifesting things like this. It just comes in like hotcakes. Yes, I can snap, or used to be able to with 4 different fingers, but you will see just how quickly your manifestations come in for you, that you probably assign the meaning as coincidence when they're not. They're not coincidences. Neither are miracles. Maybe you need to refresh on my video there, where I talk about that nothing is a coincidence and nothing is a miracle. It is just manifestation. We just didn't know about manifestation, so we created a way to explain why this event, where this coincidence or miraculous event would have happened. Everything's a manifestation. If you're thinking of somebody and out of the blue you see them and you haven't seen them for years, manifestation. If you think of a desire and it literally shows up like snapping your finger, manifestation. If you're thinking that you want someone to be well and their condition seems like there's no hope and they recover, it wasn't a miracle, that was manifestation. Whether you want to look at it as it was your God self, it was your higher consciousness, it was God working through you, doesn't matter how you choose to view it. It literally was your manifestation. So stop thinking you can't and start realizing you can, and you do, and you will. You just got to change your overall dominant thought on that topic, and your 3D reality will conform, period. Those are AKA facts. This isn't, me just pulling something from nowhere. This is literally how manifestation is, how it works, and how I experience my life, and how a lot of manifestors experience their life. You just have to realize that you can manifest the big things. Stop causing your own unintentional delay by telling yourself that you can't, and do some of the things I suggested to put all of that shit in the trash where it legit belongs. Especially maybe the FU letter and command letter to yourself, because you can be under your total complete control. You can have control of your mind, and you're the operant power. You're the one that manifests. Manifest a better version of yourself. You can affirm for that. So anyhow, I'm hoping that this video has been helpful to you on your journey of manifesting. Drop any comments, questions, or concerns below, because you know that I love to check them out. And as usual, I'll talk to you later. Bye.